Hey, good morning. It's Thursday. It's rainy. It's gray. I'm going to the garage to pick up my car because the headlight doesn't work and the battery needs replacing. And it's just money and problems. And did I mention it's raining? Did I mention it's cold? Did I mention it's January and it's dark and drizzly and gray? And why am I out here again? Because I'm going to do it anyway. So, no matter your excuses, no matter the time and the environment and the temperature and the enthusiasm you do or do not have, and no matter your audience and how big or small or how enthusiastic or bored they are, why are you doing what you're doing? Why am I doing this? Here we are, episode 2 of season 4 of Thursday Thunder. And you might ask yourself, if you're one of the handful of people watching this, why does he do it? Why does he do it? But then you might reflect and think, wow, if he's doing this, why do I do what I do? Why might I start doing something I've been wanting to do? And why haven't I started? Rainy, cold, drizzly Thursday. In the woods. It's not even like, okay, there's a couple pretty leaves. They don't got the oranges and the reds and the yellows of the fall. There's no white of the snow. There's no green of the spring. It's just brown and wet and soggy. So, here's another question for you. It's related to why do you do this? In fact, it's very related because it's who do you do it for? And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. It's a biggie. But I do this for me. It might seem weird. Like, why go public then? Why have a YouTube channel? Why record in the rain and the misery? And if I don't feel like it, why do I do it? Are you ready? You ready for the answer? Because it gives me energy. That's really it. That pretty much sums up why I am a creator. Now, if you've listened to any of my work or read any of my books, you'll know that I am definitely a creator. I have written and published 34 books. As I mentioned, this is episode 2 of season 4 of a weekly video address. And do I do it for the money? Nope. Do I do it for the fame? Nuh-uh. Why do I do it? I do it for me. Want to know another little secret? I do it for you who's thinking of doing your thing for you. So there's good news and bad news with the audience of just being yourself. The bad news is you think, oh, nobody else in the world cares or whatever. I get it. I totally get it. However, there's good news. There's silver lining in the audience of one. And that is, again, back to why do I do this? I do it because it gives me energy. And if you think, Bradley, it just seems like it costs energy. The thing is, I can't convince you that this gives me energy until you experience it for yourself. And until you experience it for yourself, you're going to have to believe me or not believe me, but you're just going to have to go with it. And you don't have to go with it. You can just sit there and say, I don't believe it gives him energy. I don't think something like that would give me energy. Why does he do that? And yet, I'm here to tell you, I've been doing this for my year 4, book 34. And I've been doing this, and I do it because it gives me energy. So, that is literally reason enough. Oh, the good news about being the audience of one, the audience of yourself, is that you're always there. I'm always on stage and in the audience. You've always got an audience because it's yourself. There's there's the good news and the bad news, right? The good news and the bad news. The bad news, you might think, who's doing this, who's watching this, who cares? And you think, is there no one in the world? And yet, it's you. And yet, you are your strongest supporter. Bad news, you're also usually your biggest critic. But you can be, and frankly should be, your most loyal supporter. And by supporter, I mean getting out there and doing it. Remember my first words? I'm going to do it anyway. Remember the rain and the slush and the sludge? I'm going to do it anyway. And why am I doing it? Who am I doing it for? Doing it because it gives me energy, and I'm doing it mostly for me. Now, you might read all the marketing books and say, no, do it for the audience. You know, you're here to serve. I go with the oxygen mask from the airplane. The oxygen mask comes down and saves me, and now that I am saved, I can then save others. If I'm not in good shape, I can't help anyone. If I'm not powerful, I can't lend my power to you. If I'm not energetic, how can I share my energy with you? It's the audience of one. I'm on the stage and I'm in the audience. If you look at my numbers, you'd think, like the public numbers, you'd think like, why does this guy do this? And yet here he is. He's smiling even. He's laughing even. And why? Why? Because I create. I am what I create. All right, that's it. It's January, I don't know what it is, 11th or 12th or something. It's early January. I know it's Thursday. And how do I know it's Thursday? Because I do this video every single Thursday. There's a rhythm to the madness, a method to the madness. I have a book called Frequency. How often to do what and why. And you might say, and for whom? This is my weekly video. I've been doing a YouTube short every single day since November 1st. That's like 60 plus. Why? Because it gives me energy. It builds the frequency. It raises the frequency. And so that when I'm at the point, it's like jogging. If you're jogging every day and somebody says, oh no, you have to run a marathon tomorrow. Well, if you've been jogging every day, you're more in shape to run that marathon tomorrow. So why are you doing it? Stay in shape. What does it take off? Does it take energy? I can almost guarantee you creating gives you energy. Okay, you ready? Want to join me? My word for the year, last week, was co-create. I'm going to create anyway. If you know me, you know I'm going to create. You know I'm going to do it. So, co-create. Create together. Create with me. I've got a couple things going on. I've got a lot of things going on. But I've got one that's super fun and super quick. It's a 3-day challenge to get you in the habit of creating. To get you in the habit of pulling in this energy that I pull in every day and mostly every week. 3-day little challenge is a do-it-yourselfer. You can go to 3.repossible.com. That's it. It currently costs $9. You know why I made it $9? Because it's 3 days and that's like 3 cappuccinos. You can go, here's what I want you to do, kind of. Here's the torturous self of me. If you don't do the challenge, I want you to go get your cappuccino each day and you spend the $3 or the €3 and you think, gee, I could have taken Bradley's Create Your Clarity in 2023 little mini program of 3 days. And by the way, it's kind of really one day. So it's a 3-day program, 3 times $3, 3 times €3, $9, or you can have 3 cappuccinos. Or you can start your year off by creating. Then, if you'd like, that can lead you to a 30-day challenge. That one's at 30.repossible.com. But go do the 3-day first. Go do the 3-day. And here, I'll give you a little secret. Day 2 is the hardest. Well, day 0 is kind of hardest. Day 2 is the hardest, and you're going to have to do something. And if you don't do it, you're done. I don't mean to threaten you and all that, but day two is crucial. And hint, it's just like what I'm doing right now, except it only lasts 15 seconds. All right? I'm out here. I'm creating energy. You know what? I bet you I just gave you a little bit. That's my goal. That's my secret cherry on top. The whipped cream, the brownie, the extra. Is because I get energy and I give it to you. Thursday Thunder every single week. See you next week.